welcome back to Let's Talk. I hope you're doing okay today, wherever you're listening from. Whether you're driving, cleaning up, laying low, or just needing something on in the background, I'm really glad you're here. This episode isn't heavy in a dramatic way, but it is honest. It's one of those conversations that starts small and then kind of sticks with you. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about communication, how we talk to each other, how we don't, and how exhausting it can feel when you're trying to connect but keep missing each other. I didn't plan on thinking this deeply about it. It honestly caught me off guard while I was watching a Netflix series called Can You Translate Love? And what surprised me wasn't the romance or the drama. It was how familiar the frustration felt. So today, I'm not here to give advice or tell anyone what to do. I'm just sharing where my head's been, what I've been learning, and how I'm trying to communicate in a way that doesn't drain me anymore. If you've ever felt like you explain yourself too much, or you are trying to talk to someone who hears you but doesn't really listen, this one's probably for you. You know what's been frustrating me even more lately? Just the way people communicate or how they don't. Watching the show, I kept thinking, "Ugh, why is this so difficult? Everyone is talking, but no one is really saying what they mean." And I caught myself getting annoyed. And then it hit me. This isn't just a show thing. This is real life. This is relationships, friendships, family, co-parenting, work, all of it. What frustrates me most is when two people are clearly trying, but they're speaking completely different emotional languages. One person needs reassurance, the other needs space. One wants to talk right now, the other shuts down because they need time. And instead of meeting somewhere in the middle, everyone just gets more stressed. I'll be honest, I used to take that really personally. Like, why can't you just communicate better? Why do I have to guess what you are thinking? Why does it feel like I'm always explaining and softening things? And I realized something uncomfortable. I wasn't exhausted because I cared too much. I was exhausted because I was over communicating with people who weren't meeting me halfway. That was a hard truth for me. I've learned that some people avoid uncomfortable conversations completely. Silence becomes their response. And for someone like me, silence feels loud. My mind fills in the blanks. I start questioning everything, not because I'm dramatic, but because I value clarity. At the same time, I've had to check myself too, because when I'm emotional, I talk. I process out loud. I explain my feelings from different angles, hoping something will finally click. And I've learned that can be overwhelming for people who don't communicate the same way. So now I ask myself, am I trying to be understood or am I trying to force understanding? There's a difference. One thing I've really been working on is saying what I need instead of leading with frustration. Because starting with "you never listen" doesn't open any doors. It just puts people on defense. What helps more is saying, I need reassurance. I need clarity. I need time. I need honesty, even if it's uncomfortable. That took growth and boundaries and letting go of needing people to respond exactly how I want them to. Another thing I've learned, timing matters. Not every conversation needs to happen in the heat of the moment. I used to feel like if we didn't talk right away, it meant avoidance. But sometimes it's not avoidance. It's people trying to calm themselves first, and I'm learning to respect that while also respecting myself. Because boundaries go both ways. I've also learned it's okay to pause conversations that are going nowhere. Not every issue needs an immediate solution. Some just need space, and that's not giving up. That's protecting your peace. And here's the biggest growth moment for me. I no longer chase clarity from people who consistently show me they can't give it. That doesn't mean I don't care. It means I care enough about myself to stop pouring energy into something that keeps draining me. Watching this series reminded me how often we expect people to change their communication style without ever asking if they even understand ours. We assume, we project, we get frustrated, and then we wonder why we're stressed. Sometimes the solution isn't talking more, it's talking differently. And sometimes the solution is accepting that not everyone can meet you where you are and deciding what you are willing to tolerate. That part is uncomfortable, but it's freeing. Before I wrap this up, I want to say this. Watching Can You Translate Love reminded me that a lot of hurt doesn't come from lack of love. It comes from miscommunication, from bad timing, from people doing the best they can with the tools they have, even when it doesn't match what we need. And maybe that's the lesson I'm sitting with right now. Not every conversation needs to be pushed. Not every silence needs to be filled. And not every misunderstanding means something is broken. Sometimes it just means we're still learning how to translate each other. If this episode resonated with you, I hope it gave you a moment to breathe and maybe permission to pause. Protect your peace and communicate in a way that feels honest but gentle with yourself. You don't need perfect words. You just need to know what you're willing to carry and what you're ready to let go of. Thank you for spending this time with me, for listening, and for being here. Wherever you are, I hope the rest of your day feels a little lighter. Until next time, take care of your heart. Jai Yin Yan.